Ever since the 0 point has been set free from the imagined order, the reality tree has brought peace and purity to our loop, but it also just feels a little off. After a massive battle, we go straight to peace with no consequence or issues whatsoever. Surely that can't be right. And of course, it isn't. It also isn't natural, ethical, or in any way peaceful at all for anyone. The reality tree may look pretty to us, but it's all just one big cover-up for the detrimental truth of our island. I feel like the Season 3 trailer is almost symbolic of this feeling, that although we feel safe and we're enjoying this party, we're actually not safe at all and we're just being watched over. Even though at a first glance it seems like an all-island party with roller coasters and dance floors and parties, there's something horribly wrong with the island right now. We need to know what's going on. Over the course of this season, the reality tree will begin to spread its contagious roots throughout the island's landmass. And many may think, oh wow, pretty, more biomes, more saplings, better loot. And whilst yes, that will most definitely be happening, this whole biome and trees and mushrooms really are not as pleasant and bright as they come across to our viewing. A common theory among the Fortnite community as of right now is that the Reality Falls biome is actually just a facade. Google's word definition of facade reads as follows: a deceptive outward appearance. And if you don't know what deceptive means, it is giving an appearance or impression different from the true one, which is misleading. Now what this means for the Fortnite island is that whoever is in control of the Reality Falls biome or the reality tree is making it look like a bright blue paradise with saplings and mushrooms, when it's actually a war ground with sinkholes and tank debris. The way that this would happen in the Fortnite world would most likely be something to do with reality waves, or some other form of reality manipulation in the multiverse. The imagined order have definitely done it before. I mean, look at the entire island, it's completely artificial and fake according to the Renegade Radar in the Batman X Fortnite 0 Point comics. Whoever is in charge of what's happening for the loopers right now is covering up the massive battle aftermath, and they're doing a really good job. Now as for who this manipulator actually is, all eyes lay on the Bloom Watcher, or the Observer. The only time we really see her is in this one skin survey, and also the Chapter 3 Season 3 story trailer. Now you'd think that for a character so briefly mentioned, like only twice, we really would not have much to say about her. But forget that, because she's practically everyone's main topic they're talking about on Fortnite lore YouTube right now. Why is she manipulating reality? Is she a bad guy or a good guy? Is she even on our side, or is she actually just some kind of god? Huh? Well, to find that out, you're gonna need to click on the video in the top right iCard right about now. Go on, if you really want to find that out, that's great. If you stayed, thank you. As a reward, I'm now going to tell you what this whole reality manipulation of the Reality Falls biome will actually be doing to the island later on this season. Fortnite's first major update of Chapter 3 Season 3 is arriving later today. Along with the introduction of itself and the summer event, we can also expect to see the spreading of the process, which is said to infect multiple POIs with the reality tree's biome and area of mushrooms, roots, this kind of blue looking thing will actually spread across the island. The reality bloom process will begin by growing roots through the ground of multiple of the island's main locations, and believe it or not, this has already begun at Logjam Lumberyard, where a whole new tree started to bloom. I mean, this is absolutely crazy. But not just replicated locations and new trees, POIs from Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 could even return due to this, as we know Dusty Depot, the huge wooden chair, returned this season. So maybe we get some great POI like Coral Castle return. Not only could there be Chapter 1 and Chapter 2 POIs, but as I said earlier, the reality tree from this season could be replicating or multiplying itself. And then more blooms happen, and this is honestly really bad for everyone. Everything will just get a little bit more unnatural as it goes on. The Foundation in the Zero Crisis says, once the 0 Point begins to bloom, there is no going back. And we know that the 0 Point is blooming itself through the reality tree right now, and is expressing itself visually directly through that tree. If there is supposedly no going back now, then why are we all in absolutely no worry? And it looks as everything is peaceful. We really need to stop thinking about, everything's just fine, because it's definitely not. If there's no turning back and the tree's blooming, something bad is about to happen. It's not safe, we probably need to leave this island yet again, and I bet you it has so much to do with the Bloom Watcher. Want to learn about her? Sure, click on this video and enjoy yourself.